Hi, my name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator, and I am in the Peppermill Restaurant in Beaverton, Oregon, with author George Zell Houston. And George, I've had the pleasure of narrating 3 of his books, which include the Bradford Lehman spy thriller series, A Cold Paradise and A Cold Mission. And I'm currently working on his memoir. He's written the memoir, I just get to read it for money. And it is about his experience coming of age as a mountain climber.
Look around us, my father said. There is no way any of this could have been so gloriously made but by a creator. Do you mean God? I asked, surprised at BFH. He rarely waxed on the subject. Yes, George, but not in the traditional sense. Dad never went to church. Here, in the waning rain and emerging sunshine, was his church. It was the abiding experience of the day, converted in the instant into boundless existential expression, bold, cold, subtle, warm, fleeting, and timeless. I look back on my beginning years of climbing in the Northwest and realized that my trek on this day with my father was an affirmation for me of both maturity and achievement. But mountain learning curves were steep. They were about avoiding the sudden stop.
I grew up with my parents reading to me. And so I audibilize what I read anyway. I hear it when I write it. I hear it spoken. And this is something that it was natural for me to go up to the audio side and to you. It's sort of like stepping off the old end of the dock. You know, how deep is it? How far can I swim?
Mm-hmm.
One of those things. But you've made it really fun. I know that your objective, as you've told me, is that you don't want to inject. It's not the point. Is to inject yourself as the narrator, to overpower or overreach the story.
Right. The narrator, the people, when they're listening to the book, should think, "What great writing!" They shouldn't think, "What a great narrator." If the narrator is really doing their job, they're invisible. Well, they're invisible anyway, aren't they?
They're yeah, but that but when you, I'm a great fan of Audible, so
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of my reading by listening to books now. This person taking on the different characters in a dimension and in a way that I would have never picked up had I actually sat down and been reading off the page. Adds a whole new universe of just a new perspective. It's almost like you're sharing in someone else's perspective of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start to marvel at how good this person's perspective is and how much better it is than mine, you know. So in some ways, you've got a better perspective of what I've done than what I do, because you can stand apart from it, you can look at it, and that's part of your craft. You know, that's the magic of what your craft is.
Well, it reflects the reader's experience, doesn't it? Because the reader is one step removed
Yes.
from what you've written,
Yeah.
and so I am the reader, literally and figuratively. So that's what the listener gets to experience.
Yes.
When they're listening.
Yes. And plus, you know, you're a professional at what you do. So it's not like my parents reading to me, you know, after a hard day of work, and basically they want you to go to sleep. You know, and so
people are driving while they're listening to audiobooks. You don't want them to go to sleep.
No. How to speed read audiobooks to your children.
Right. Well, I'm here with George Zell Houston. The book that we are collaborating on, that I'm narrating, is called Avoiding the Sudden Stop. It's going to be out on Audible fairly soon. Looking forward to it, and in the meantime, thank you for watching.
Thank you. Thank you.